Hello, my wonderful Aquarians. I hope you all are doing amazing. Today I'm going to be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay, let's see. So the first card we have here, guys, is victim mentality. So, I mean, because it's in the consciousness category here, I do feel like this could either be someone where you feel like, you know, there's some sort of blame game going on here, okay? Or someone may be focusing on, you know, what you did wrong and maybe not what they did wrong, but pretty much someone who's in a victim mentality, someone who feels like things are happening to them, okay? But again, I feel like this is pertaining to their emotions, someone who feels very alone because I'm being drawn to the water there. And again, I am also being drawn to the hourglass. So it could be that this person feels that time is running out and they need to figure out something to do, something to say, or someone who just wants to see some sort of progress, but it's almost like they're thinking about a situation a lot, but they're feeling very confused or alone when it comes to actually figuring out what their next steps are. I just feel like this is someone who I'm getting like heavy emphasis on like a blame game. So maybe, you know, this person wants to not take responsibility or accountability for their actions. For some of you, you could be in this mentality as well, especially if you feel like, you know, the person you're involved with is at fault and you're feeling like they're not apologizing or they're not really taking your emotions into account, essentially. And the bottom of the deck here, guys, is behind a mask. Okay, so it lets me know that this is someone who could have, you know, had on some sort of facade here, or you feel like they weren't being all the way honest with you. For some reason, I'm getting like cause and effect. Like, especially with the card behind a mask here, it's almost like maybe your person was dishonest with you and you reacted accordingly, and now they're like upset that you reacted to pretty much their actions. Like someone's having a hard time dealing with the consequences of their actions is what I'm picking up on. The sacred temple. I feel like, you know, there's this energy of feeling very powerless when it comes to this situation. You know, this card could talk about surrendering or seeking some sort of answers, but from, you know, spirit or God or like your divine system, your belief system here, right, guys? So essentially what I'm picking up on is there's some sort of change that took place between you and this person with that number 5 there. And in order to overcome this obstacle, you feel like, again, you're in this place of surrendering, especially if you feel powerless or you feel like you need to let go of a certain outcome or a certain way of wanting things to occur and kind of go with the flow of things at this time. Some of you are just trusting in the process at this time is what I'm picking up on. I do see in the cards that you're very special to this person, and your next card is new supportive connections. Okay, some of you could be meeting someone new here, or you're kind of just focused on things that are progressing for you, essentially. Like maybe you're trying to get out more, maybe you're changing your setting here, kind of like out of sight, out of mind thing. I do see some travel, so I just feel like you're meeting people who are, you know, aligned with, you know, your moral code, your beliefs here. It just seems that you are coming out of a very dark period, and again, you're feeling a lot lighter, and this could be because you are, you know, now going out after a period of isolating, or, you know, maybe you're being invited to many different you know, settings here or occasions, and you're able to you know, make new connections, essentially is what I see. Some of you may have 2 people in your energy because your third card kind of took a shift from the energies that were occurring in the first 2, but we'll see. Okay. Yeah, Knight of Wands, Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck, 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So someone who is failing to put forth the effort in the past could be an earth sign or a fire sign here, or maybe they have both placements in their chart, but I just feel like this is someone who is now in regret with that victim mentality. It makes sense, right? How you would know who this is? Well, they're pretty indecisive. I see there could have been an age gap, or you guys always had a hard time coming to a mutual understanding with this person. okay? And when you were with this person, you definitely felt that things were one-sided, as if maybe you were putting in more effort, or you were, you know, kind of nurturing the connection more than they were. Not wanting to argue. Some of you, you know, you may have closed out a cycle with this person due to the fact that you felt there was more negativity than positivity, in terms of like arguing every other day, or like having a conflict where it just got very exhausting for you. And again, that could have been the reason why you guys had a falling out or a misunderstanding. It's almost like, okay, if we are, you know, having more conflicts than, you know, good times here, or we're more upset at each other than we are happy with each other, then, you know, what are we really doing here? Like, it caused you a lot of confusion is what I see. Okay, let's see. This person feels like there's unfinished business here. They're having a very hard time letting go of, you know, what was. It's someone who feels that they've met you for a reason, yes, but as much as things may have felt one-sided, or as much as this person has regret for not working on things, they just can't seem to let go of this connection. And it seems that, you know, they are upset, they are emotionally feeling down, and maybe even a sense of the blame game here, right? But again, there are still emotions beneath all of that. For some reason, I feel like you're involved with an individual who is masking their sorrow with anger, or like maybe even passive aggression here. But I just feel like with the Ten of Wands in reverse, it's essentially someone who's having a very hard time accepting an ending. So if you've walked away from this person and they told you something along the lines of, well, it's your fault, or, you know, what you did is the reason why, you know, etc., etc. It seems that they know that they were not being honest with you. Like, it's someone who knows that they placed a lot of blame or a lot of fault on you. And again, with the Ten of Wands in reverse, they're having a very hard time accepting an ending. Like, if you've walked away from this person, if you've blocked them, or just clearly communicated to them, like, hey, I'm not going to put my effort if it's not going to be, I'm not going to put my effort forward if it's not going to be reciprocated. I do see, you know, this person thinking about that a lot. What I do see is this person is someone who may act like everything is fine, like, you know, to everyone, but behind closed doors is where they deal with this emotion and sorrow. Like, this is someone who thinks about you, but in solitude. It's not someone who likes to, you know, publicize their emotions or how they're feeling. So again, we did see behind a mask. So maybe you feel like they're very nonchalant on the exterior, but there's a lot going on internally here is what I see. Yeah, the Star at the bottom of the deck, the Eight of Cups. So you must have walked away from this person, Eight of Cups in reverse. Can't accept the fact that you've walked away is what I see here, Aquarius. You know, this is someone who wants to heal this connection. But more than that, as I split the deck, Ten of Pentacles, they want a commitment. You know what's very interesting? It's like you have such a healing energy to you, and you're very nurturing. It seems that this person is viewing you as someone who knows how to nurture a situation, but you also know when to draw your energy back. I feel like there was a major shift here, especially with the next card being number 5, where maybe some of you were like, you know, everything was smooth sailing. And then once you've seen a decrease in effort, or once you've seen that this person was being inconsistent, you were like, you know what, I'm done investing. And like, some of you may have not gave this person a thorough explanation just because you feel like they should have known, or like, you know, like essentially what's understood doesn't need to be explained kind of thing. And the Star card was also upright, so, wow, King of Swords in reverse. Okay, so the Star card was upright, so I feel like you guys are definitely in your element, or you're, you know, trying your best to heal from this connection. You feel that, you know, there are happier times on the horizon here with the Sun, the Nine of Cups, trying to focus on things that emotionally fulfill you at this time. Maybe you feel like during your time, you know, bonding with this person, you kind of felt that you were putting your desires on the back burner. Okay, so King of Swords in reverse. Here's what I see, guys. You know, it seems that you're very upset about this person being dishonest with you. You're very upset about this back and forth energy. How your person views you is someone who's completely detached or closed off from this situation. You may have told told them something where it was very blunt, right? And I'm not saying that, oh, Aquarius, you were being rude to this person or anything like that. It's just like, I feel like you told them the truth because you felt like they needed to hear it. But this is someone who is like either, you know, like very upset about it, or they're offended by it, right? So even if it is the truth, it's just someone who's having a hard time accepting it. They feel that you went from a very nurturing energy to more of like a blunt, like very truthful energy here. Sorry about that, guys. I just received some mail here, but as I was saying, you know, this is someone who feels like you went from a very nurturing energy to more of like a blunt energy. And again, I don't feel like you were intentionally trying to be rude to this person, but I feel like there was some sort of truth that you just couldn't hold in any longer. And when you said it, you maybe said it in a way where, like, you approached it in a logical way, right? So then maybe this person felt like you weren't, you know, it's like sometimes when you tell someone the truth, they think you're being rude, right? But you're not, you're just telling them the truth. So that's what I see here, pretty much. That's the best way for me to explain it. Someone who is missing your nurturing side. This is something that was very unexpected, because I feel like how you spoke to this person, you've never spoke to them like that before. And I feel like that's why it was a shocker. Some of you may be involved with Leo. We do have the sun on the bottom of the deck here. Let's see. Trying your best to heal is what I see here, guys, with the Three of Swords. I mean, you know, what essentially caused a lot of hurt in this connection here was the lack of truth, was the, you know, dishonesty here. For some of you, you felt like this person was either living a double life, or they were telling you something and doing another. It's just that their dishonesty or their secrecy here caused confusion. It resulted in you feeling that, okay, I don't really know what's going on here. So again, some of you feel like this person kind of drove you to a wall, where like you had no choice but be truthful with them, or you had no choice but tell them, hey, it's either we, for example, we be honest with each other, and, you know, we speak about what's actually going on, or I don't want any parts here. Like, it was a very black and white energy that you were in. You could have even given this person some sort of ultimatum. Okay, so very focused on the hurt, right? Three of Swords, Ten of Wands in reverse as the first card. So this person is unable to let go of you right now. This is someone who's hurting. They feel very alone. And, you know, the emotions here, it can kind of come in waves where, you know, maybe some days it feels easier and some days it feels, you know, unbearable. Ten of Wands in reverse. Let's see. Yeah, they're trying to manifest a new beginning after, you know, this conflict here. Some of you, you know, it could have been a harsh exchange of words. And for others of you, again, it was just you being truthful, but your person was not able to handle it. Knight of Swords in reverse. Some of you feel that this person is a selective listener. So you feel like when you speak to this person, you know, you're able to understand them, you're able to empathize with them. But when it's on the flip side, this person has a very difficult time doing the same for you. Knight of Swords can talk about like a very argumentative person. So like, even if you bring up a conversation, or if you bring something up just to have a conversation, I should say, it results in an argument, or it results in some sort of conflict. Pretty much what I see here is this person feels that there's some sort of regret with how they communicated to you. Okay, so even if they feel like, you know, the truth or what you said to them was, you know, mean, or it caused some sort of sorrow, they're thinking back to what they have communicated to you in the past. And with that Knight of Swords in reverse, again, it could be someone who's very quick with their words, they're quick on their feet, but it also results in someone being a little bit stubborn, or someone who always wants to have the last word here. So there is regret, especially when it comes to communication. A lot of Swords energy here, so a lot of thinking. It's almost like the Three of Swords, like the emotional pain, you know, it later turned into kind of like a mental thing, because the Swords also talk about a mental energy. So it's like your person is very stuck on you, like they keep thinking about the situation and they're not sure what to do. Five of Swords again at the bottom of the deck. This is definitely someone you had a misunderstanding with, possibly even a conflict. King of Swords. Like, they just can't stop thinking about you. And this is someone who's either like reading old messages, or they're like replaying conversations that you guys have had in their mind here. Four of Cups, yeah. They feel like you're no longer interested or your emotions have changed. Because I'm reading you guys as a King of Swords, right? You're in this energy of looking at things in a logical aspect for sure. My apologies, guys. I got interrupted here. But essentially what I see is with the Four of Cups, they view you as someone who is no longer interested or your emotions have changed. So pretty much what I see here, guys, is your back is turned towards the situation. King of Swords, I'm reading that energy as you. You're not impressed right now because the dishonesty is something you're having a hard time overcoming, right? It's something that you're having a hard time accepting. And many of you who are currently, actively healing from this connection here, again, the issue at hand seems to be that you don't trust this person at this time, right? This is someone who may feel that they're pretty much feeling how they made you feel in the past. So whether it was, nonchalant, very in and out, acting that they were not interested or not emotionally expressing themselves to you, they feel like it's all being dished out to them now. So a sense of like feeling things have backfired on me. And again, a huge emphasis on how they were communicating with you is what's essentially affecting them. Okay. Four of Cups, some of you, maybe you feel that because there's a lack of trust, your emotions have changed, or because there's a lack of trust, you feel like it's going to be very difficult for this person to regain your trust in one way or another. Queen of Pentacles. Here's what I see, guys. You feel like you put your best foot forward, right? This is someone who does view you as someone who's very nurturing, who is giving to the situation. But the main blockage I see here is trust, like regaining that trust. Someone who is dishonest with you does not know how to come in and speak to you. And if they're speaking to you right now, it's probably on surface level. But for some reason, I feel like there's a lot of anger here, or like frustration, right? With that Knight of Swords in reverse, the Ten of Wands in reverse, like some of you feel like you had no choice but walk away from this person, but what they said to you still affects you. And clearly in the cards, it lets me know that it affects them as well. Okay, let's see. They're viewing you as a missed opportunity, guys. They're holding back from you at this time with that Four of Pentacles, but they're also holding on to your energy. I keep seeing cards of someone, or the energy, I should say, of not wanting to close out a cycle. Eight of Cups in reverse, Ten of Wands in reverse, right? Queen of Pentacles is like, they have a lot of regret because they know what you guys could have possibly attained together, is what I see. But with that Four of Pentacles, this is not something they're communicating to you. This could be something pertaining to their finances, or someone who's in like a mentality of lack. They feel like they don't have, what it takes to offer you what you're deserving of. Or for some of you, they're afraid of coming forward because of the dishonesty. It's not that your person doesn't think about the dishonesty. They're not sure how to approach it. That's what I see here. For some of you, you could have had like an intuitive hint. You know what I mean? Like you could have felt something intuitively and then later on it was confirmed. You just want this person to be upfront with you is what I see. There's a lot of thinking going on. Yeah, Nine of Swords. This person is trapped in their mind about you. Like when it comes to this situation, this is what they think about the most. The way that they communicated with you in the past. Because if you think about it, in the middle here, it seems that they're viewing you as someone who's detached, someone who's very blunt with them. So then that upsets them. But then they also think, where did that stem from? Why did Aquarian speak to me that way? Oh, it's because I was in and out, or oh, it's because I was dishonest, that sort of thing. So there's a lot of, it's like your person's very stressed out. What I see right now is this person is mentally stuck on you. Bottom of the deck here, King of Pentacles. So they do feel like you guys are a true pair match, but this person also feels like, again, things were one-sided. So whether it was because, they were, again, it's something to do with their communication, guys. I feel like even if it was, it could have been effort, right? A lack of effort, but this person has a lot of regret for how they spoke to you, right? And it's a general read, so it's going to vary, but it could have been that you guys had like a really bad argument, or this person feels like they were constantly dismissing the things that you were communicating to them. Let's see. I can't make it up, guys. Eight of Swords. There's way too many swords. It's definitely to do with communication. This person also has a lot of regret for keeping things bottled up. Like they would think a lot of thoughts and they would want to communicate to you, but it was someone who's very closed off, right? So someone who wasn't as emotionally open as you were, or emotionally expressive as you were. Okay, guys. So, my wonderful Aquarians, I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.